time we be pubbing on the grind. If it's LJ from Houston, pulling up stats, you'll be pulling in stacks, hitting bookies from the back with no Vaseline. I need green and upsea quantities for a fiend, save the dreams for a king. This is H-Town, home of the lean. Astros is the team and we rock it. We rock Texans for life, you can't stop it. Together like brothers and bets and jets.
Fat Pat would be proud of me. I'm so Houston.
Yes, I am. I am LJ from H-Town, ladies and gentlemen. You are tuning in Raw Words Podcast, Sunday morning, week 15, NFL. And of course, you know, I try to come to you every Sunday morning with my best 5 prop bets for the slate. Got some good ones today. Got some nice looks on the cards. So, hey, we're going to get right to it. Top of the morning. Let's get to the comments as usual. AOD, always in the building. What's up, my guy? My man, Snizzle, in the building. Let's go, Sniz. Yes. So, as y'all know, I give y'all my looks, give y'all a couple sides, you know, but usually just a couple looks, couple props that I just go throughout the week and try to track and see if we can get some money, man. So, let's start off with this one. We have Baltimore going out to the New York Giants. Giants are plus 16.5 home dog, over under 42.5. And basically, I just expect the Ravens to just jump on these guys pretty early in the game. They're coming off a bye. They're a road favorite for a reason. And since 2020, the Ravens 19-8-1 against the spread after a loss. So I believe they take care of business early, guys. So I'm on the Ravens first quarter minus 3.5. And the prop in this game is Derrick Henry, 2+ touchdowns, plus the Ravens to win, plus 160. I just believe they're going to run the ball. Giants have allowed a rushing touchdown 6 out of their last 7 home games. Defense has given up 141 rushing yards in their last 5 games. And guys, that's what the Ravens do. They run the ball. So I don't expect Lamar Jackson to do too much for us in the passing game today. They don't really have to. Plus, I believe the Giants have a decent pass defense that, you know, you don't want to try to test them too much. You may turn the ball over. But other than that, I just believe they're going to run the ball. Plus, like I mentioned early, the Giants start off slow. They're 4-9 against the spread in the first quarter, 1-6 against the spread in the first quarter at home. So all that lines up for a Ravens smash by early. I wanted to take the first half, but it's like minus 9.5, you know, so being up 10 first half, you know, Ravens don't really have to do that. But first quarter, I believe they could jump out and get a 4-point lead for the most part. I think they'll have a touchdown, and the Giants probably have, 3-0, whatever the case may be. But we're jumping on the Ravens early, and Derrick Henry, 2+ touchdowns, plus the win, plus 160. Yes, let's get this money. Just saying, parlay, let's go. Why not? You know, however y'all want to do it, man. It's always ways to make money, but let's go to this one. We have the Bengals, another road favorite, going out to the Tennessee Titans. Titans are a plus 5.5 home dog, over under 46.5. Now, just to start off, the Tennessee Titans are 2-11 against the spread. You can just stop right there. I'm on the Bengals minus the 5.5. And this offense has pretty much been humming the last couple of weeks. I mean, Joe Burrow's had 3+ touchdowns in his last 5 games. And Jamar Chase has pretty much had a touchdown in all those games except one. So this is simple for me, guys. Tennessee Titans are just trashed right now. And you can catch them early because they're 0-6 against the spread in the second quarter at home. So the Bengals may jump on these guys early and pretty much dominate the game. And it correlates to the same thing I said the last game. If you just run the ball, but the Bengals really don't run the ball. So Joe Burrow may have to eat the pass defense up on the Titans today. And he's 12-4 against the spread as a road favorite for his career. And I believe he's 7-0 against the spread since 2020 when he's a 3-point road favorite or more. So, yeah, all that lines up to a Cincinnati smash spot today as well. I jumped on Jamar Chase as well, touchdown plus the win, plus 108. Simply 9 out of the last 12 road games, he's had a touchdown. 9 out of his last games overall, he's had a touchdown. So expect Joe Burrow to get a couple touchdown passes today to Jamar Chase. And they have Joe Burrow's passing touchdowns at over 3, well, 2.5. So he has to get 3. So you already know that the books already has catching up to Joe Burrow to where the 2+ touchdowns is not enough. He has to get 3 now. So, but we can still make money with Chase because if he's getting those touchdown passes, Jamar Chase is getting a couple of them as well. So we're going to jump on Jamar Chase touchdown plus the win, plus 108. And I'm taking the Bengals team total over 26.5. They've had 27 plus points in 5 straight games. And I don't see Tennessee having any resistance to stop them from getting that team total at 27. Plus, Tennessee, they've allowed the Packers to get 30, the Bills to get 34, Lions 52, Chargers 27, the Commanders 42, even the Texans had 27 in a loss. So, yeah, I believe the Bengals get their team total over. I believe they cover the spread, minus 5.5, simply because this Joe Burrow plays well in these spots. 15-7 against the spread versus teams below 500 for his career. So, easy money for me, ladies and gentlemen, today. We're going to take the Bengals as a road favorite and get some money. Who we got? Flea, my man Flea in the building. What's up, Flea? Top of the morning, guy. We making this money. Why don't we go to my game? Miami Dolphins plus 2.5 road dog coming out to the Houston Texans today. Over under 45.5. And it's pretty simple. Everybody knows there's 2 teams that have been consistently doing what they've been doing in the first half, and we're going to get to that other team next. But we're going to stick to the Texans today. First half, minus 1. 11-2 against the spread in the first half, overall on the season. And this is another correlation of if we could just run the ball and control the line of scrimmage, we should dominate the game because Miami cannot run the ball, averaging 59 yards a game per rush. And, you know, they've allowed more rushing yards on the road than they have at home, 114. So heavy dose of the run game today. Line of scrimmage holds up. And if CJ can get a couple passes in the play action, I believe the Texans pretty much handle business today. Miami pretty much take care of business with below 500 teams, mainly at home. You know, when you get them on the road, they get uncomfortable for the most part. And I think the Texans coming off our bye, you know, I believe we're going to show some different things. You know, we should show some different things, especially the offensive line. Can we please protect CJ? If we can do that, we will show you the capabilities of our team, even without the injuries and issues that we have. You know, so defense, I believe we'll get at Tua today. I believe we stop the run because they don't run the ball. They like to pass with Tua. So if we get pressure on Tua, I believe we should take care of business and take care of the Miami Dolphins today. But first half for sure is what we're going to stick to, minus the 1. And for the prop, we're going to go with Mixon, touchdown, plus Fairbairn, 2 field goals, plus 149, guys. This parlay is in correlation of everything that we do for us against the teams that don't run the ball, is like I mentioned. So Mixon, touchdown, 7 out of 8 games, week 6 coming back from that injury. And Fairbairn, over 1.5 field goals in 9 straight games, ladies and gentlemen, 5-1 to the over 1.5 field goals at home on the season. So that's going to be my best prop bet because the Miami Dolphins have allowed over 1.5 field goals 7 out of their last 8 games coming off their bye. So Fairbairn could just be a single prop, minus 150, I believe. I believe it's worth the juice because that has been consistently happening pretty much all season. That's my best bet for Fairbairn, but I'm going to tie it to Mixon with the touchdown because if we get into the red zone, like I said, we're going to punch it in with Mixon. Either we can run it or give it to him in the pass. Just depends on how Miami's playing the game. But I believe both these props correlate, and we cash it, and we get the Texans first half minus the 1 as we do each and every week. Justin, what's up? Good. We good, guy. You know what it is. Top of the morning. Giving y'all my looks, trying to get paid. And let's go to this game. We got the Packers going on the road as a favorite to Seattle. Over under 46. Now, we're going to stick to what the Packers do best, and they get up on you in the first quarter. And it's minus the half first quarter. 9-4 against the spread in the first quarter. That's pretty much the best in the NFL right now. And Seattle tends to digress when they go home. You know, they're pretty much a good road team, but when they go home outside of their division, you know, these teams come in and stay with them. They struggle at home outside the division. And LaFleur is 10-5 against the spread on the road on prime time. And this is a prime time game. All the lights are on them. So I believe the Packers are a better team. And the fact that they have consistently jumped on teams early, especially against the spread 4-2 on the road this season against the spread in the first quarter, I believe I'm just going to stick to that. And for us, the prop, let's just stick to Josh Jacobs, guys. Touchdown plus the win, plus 119. He's had 8 touchdowns in his last 4 games. And Seattle gives up a lot of rushing yards, as I mentioned, the Packers are averaging 382 total yards in their last 5 games. Now, Seattle, they have gained under 300 total yards in 3 games in a row, 4 out of their last 5 games. So they're not moving the ball. They're not getting the possessions that they need. They're coming out on third down because they can't get the conversion. So I believe the Packers just run the ball and consistently control the clock. You know, 6.3 yards per play their last 5 games. And they rush yards is 144 in the season, 142 on the road. Rushing yards for Seattle, they're averaging 86 at home, 95 on the season. So you can't run the ball. I believe the Packers control the time of possession today. And I believe Josh Jacobs will get a touchdown and they get the win. So why not correlate those two together and get some plus money? And we're going to jump on Geno. Anytime interception, minus 110. Geno, 10 out of his last 14 home games, he's thrown an interception. 6 out of the last 7 home games, he's thrown an interception. 4 games in a row at home, he has thrown an interception. So that's something that I cannot ignore. I have to get some money on that. Even if that don't hit today, hopefully they have another home game. But I think it's because this is their last home game is the reason why I took this bet. Let's check that for sure, just in case. I want to be sure. It may be one more home game like the last game, and that game probably won't matter. So I believe we take advantage of that interception prop today. They have one next week. The Vikings. Okay, yeah, they have another one. So, yeah, let's go on and jump on this right now, guys. Let's take advantage of this. 4 games in a row, he's throwing an interception at home. I mean, and the Packers, they have good defense. They can get an interception. 5-1 on the road. You know, they had an interception, including that first game versus the Eagles. I think it was in Brazil. Yeah, they had an interception on defense. So I believe this correlates. Geno Smith gets in trouble. He's going to try to, thread the needle. Packers will be right there to pick them off and take advantage of that. So, yeah, let's stick to that, man. Josh Jacobs, touchdown plus the win, plus 119. Geno interception, minus 110. Now, let's go to this game. We have the Buffalo Bills coming off a loss on the road as a dog, going to the Detroit Lions, over under 54.5. Now, full disclosure, just like I mentioned with the Texans, this is the other team that has consistently been cashing in the first half, and that's the Detroit Lions. 11-2 against the spread in the first half, averaging 18 points in the first half. Now, Buffalo Bills are also averaging 14 points on the road in the first half. But those teams on the road probably wasn't the competition that Detroit is today. So the fact that Detroit 11-2 against the spread in that second quarter is where they really come out and jump on these teams. So stick to the first half with Detroit. It's a -1, I believe, -2, somewhere around there. So it's a short number. And hopefully Jared Goff won't make a mistake or one of the players make a timely turnover and the Bills take that first half, because this is a low number. So you got to be cautious today with Buffalo, especially coming off a loss. But at the same time, we're going to take a couple of props in this game, and we're going to stick to Josh Allen. We're going to take the anytime touchdown at plus 110. He's had a rushing touchdown 4 games in a row. He's had a rushing touchdown 7 straight games into December, going back to 2022. He's had a touchdown in 5 out of his last 6 games indoors. So I believe this correlates to Josh Allen getting another touchdown rushing because he's probably going to have to run the ball because the Bills can't stop the run. So I'm simply saying that Detroit, the fact that they could run the ball, they're going to try to keep Josh Allen off the field. And like I mentioned, control the time of possession and just eat the clock up and make Josh Allen play from behind. I mean, that's simple philosophy in the NFL, in my opinion. You can run the ball, you stop the run, you limit the possessions of the opposing team, make them play from behind. Now, Josh Allen's a good enough quarterback to come from behind if you keep that game close. So I expect it to be a playoff vibe. This could possibly be a Super Bowl preview. So I'm expecting this game to be good. Like I mentioned, Detroit's very good in the first half, and the Bills are as well. So it's going to come down to probably the last possession in the fourth quarter, in my opinion. Just depends on who has the ball. But we're going to stick to Josh Allen's anytime touchdown plus 110 simply because he's been cashing it consistently. And on the other side, we're going to go to the consistent one that's been cashing as well. We're going to go to Montgomery touchdown plus the win plus 124 because I believe Detroit eventually will win the game. And the fact that Montgomery is 11-2 to the touchdown in his last 13 home games. Not to mention, Jared Goff, 20-4 to the 2+ touchdowns his last 24 home games. And the Bills have allowed 2+ touchdowns 4 out of their last 6 games. So this could easily correlate to all the props cashing far as on the Detroit side with Goff and Montgomery. And Josh Allen is pretty much the offense on the other side of the field, whether it's passing or rushing. So I believe all this correlates, man. And like I mentioned, I just believe Detroit is going to run the ball. And Josh Allen, over 33.5 rush yards. It was at minus 130 earlier in the week. I believe they jumped that up to like 41.5 now. So he has to get 9 more yards now. So that prop was at 33.5 early in the week on Thursday. So they pushed those yards up, and I believe they pushed it up for a reason because he's going to be using his legs today. And the Lions do give up a lot of yards to the quarterback, especially the rushing quarterbacks. Baker had 34. Kyler Murray had 45. Geno had 38. Even Sam Darnold had 39. He's not even a running quarterback. Anthony Richards had 61, and Caleb had 39. So all those quarterbacks that run the ball, especially trying to get out the pocket, they cashed that 33.5 rush, but I don't believe that number's there anymore. So let's just stick to the touchdown because I believe if they get into the red zone, he's going to try to punch it in. And let's correlate to where this will be a good game. I'm on Detroit to win, but, it could come down to the last possession because we know the NFL, that's how it comes down to. I moved on to Texans money 136 first half this morning. Let's get it. No doubt. LJ, baby, this is my church every Sunday morning. Hey, hopefully I can cash in, like some of these churches be doing. But nevertheless, let's recap, man. We're going to stay right here. Bills in Detroit. We got Josh Allen, anytime touchdown, plus 110. And we got David Montgomery on the other side of Detroit, touchdown, plus the win, and plus 124. We're on Josh Jacobs touchdown, plus the win, plus 119. And on the other side, we're on Geno, interception, minus 110. Hometown, Texans, we have first half, minus 1. Mixon, touchdown, plus Fairburn, over 1.5 field goals, and plus 149. We have these Bengals, Jamar Chase, anytime touchdown, plus the win at plus 108. And we have Derrick Henry, 2+ touchdowns, plus the win at plus 160 with the Ravens going out to Detroit. That's the big casher right there. I believe they're going to run the ball. Hopefully the carries and attempts goes to Derrick Henry, and we can cash that 2 touchdowns today, plus the win for the Baltimore Ravens, man. What's going on, Barry? Let's get it. Yes, sir. So, appreciate y'all for following me, man. Appreciate y'all for getting up this morning and trying to get this money with me. So, all that said, man, appreciate y'all. I'm LJ from H-Town, always trying to get us paid, always looking to get money. So, y'all enjoy this NFL Sunday. And, of course, I will be on NFL Pub Hub with Jimmy this morning, giving out my plays that I just went over right now. So, hey, y'all tune in around 10 a.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. Eastern, somewhere around there. So, Pub Sports Radio, Jimmy the Bag today, NFL Pub Hub. And, of course, each and every Sunday, I try to give y'all my best prop bets. So, until next Sunday, man, LJ from H-Town. Appreciate y'all for watching. And I'm out.
Yeah, R-A-W, words being served, no concern and no trouble to get that dough. Money on my mind, if it's money all the time, we be pubbing on the grind. If it's LJ from Houston, pulling up stats, you'll be pulling in stacks, hitting bookies from the back with no Vaseline. I need green and upsweet quantities for a fiend, save the dreams for a king. This is H-Town, home of the lean. Astros is the team and we rock it. Texans for life, you can't stop it. Together like brothers and vets, injects cash in your pockets.